So, you guys, you already know it's your girl Gripbaby. You already know I'm not the one, the two, and down show ain't the three. You know. With that being said, part 6 of my story. Part 6 of my childhood story where I remember. So, we gonna pick it up at. So, my cousin now were doing things they ain't supposed to do. And now, at this age, I'm enjoying it. So, I'm just letting them do whatever they want to do. I'm participating. I agree with it. I didn't care no more, Just letting my cousin, do things don't supposed to go down, don't make no sense. It was incest. And we got a lot of that in the family. So, after a while, I just stayed down at my grandmama's house for a minute. And I had to start getting up early in the morning because my bus route was at my mama's house. So, when my cousin felt like going to school, we would get up in the morning, take our bath. It was still dark. And we had to walk across the track and catch the bus. I'm like in the 9th grade then. I'm probably about in the 9th grade then. I really just didn't care, just whatever. And then I started puffing cigarettes. Had to have them every morning. Getting around my cousin doing that. And it just became a living bad experience down my grandmama's house. For the simple fact, I was getting older, a little boy was trying to talk to me, but my cousin ain't so bad, letting them know, y'all know she ain't special ed. Y'all know she ain't got no sin. But they ain't care nothing about that because I was a pretty girl, and I was braiding my own hair at the time, so I kept my hair did, I ain't had the best clothes on or the best shoes, but my hair was always pretty. I always kept that braided and stuff because I know how to braid. I know how to do quick read, sewing, all that. So I had started making money doing other people's hair. So I would go home on the weekend and like the people went in middle school with me. The woman name, this the only name Mama said, Nisha. She used to come over my house. She had a job at like 15, 16 years old. And I used to braid her hair up to get me a couple dollars or whatever. So I was straight in money at that point. I ain't really had to steal like I used to. I just would hit her up once a year and take my $500 I feel like I deserve. And it was one day I was down at my grandmama's house and my cousin said, let's do the business. And so I did it because at this point, might as well just do it to seek love. I was just seeking love in all the wrong places. I know it was wrong to have relations with my cousin, but at that point, I ain't care. I was just doing anything that gonna make me feel better or give me a little peace of mind or joy and make me feel like I was Lord at the moment. And so one time, it got so bad down my grandmama's house where me and my cousin, we had went up to this woman's house. She gone. She in heaven until this day. And it be a lot of men's up there. It be all the men's up there, they doing whatever they do. They selling this and doing that. Fast money. They getting fast money. So I'm drinking up there with them. I don't know what age I am. I can't remember. I'm just telling what I can remember. I'm drinking with them or whatever. And my cousin now left me. They left me up there. And they did things to me that they ain't supposed to do. They didn't supposed to do. So the next day, I got with my cousin, baby mama, and told her. So I went out there. She ended up calling the ambulance. The ambulance took me to the hospital. They checked me and all that, and I told what they did to me. They went to their house or whatever. I think someone had actually went to jail for that. They actually went to jail because I did have that in me. I had some of the stuff in me that they had did to me. So I think they did go to jail for a minute, but I don't think it was a long time, but they had did something else. So it kept them in jail for a long time. And I'm over my baby mama cousin house at the time, and I'm getting her money. I'm getting her money. She was getting money at the time then for letting me be there. And, she understood the assignment, and she tried to get me help or whatever. She was young herself. She ain't really know no better either. And I just went through that or whatever, like going to that person house, going to that person house, going to that person house, just trying to seek Lord wherever I can lay my head at. But mind you, I'm still going to school. I'm still striving to graduate and all that. And I just had real bad moments over there. I remember when I was in the 9th grade, my mama had told my teacher she won't come home. She doing me in a kind of way. Can you talk to her? And my teacher indeed talked to me and told me to go home, quit doing my mama like that, this and that. Why you keep doing your mama like that? She take care of you. She buy you shoes. She buy you clothes. But this was the thing. She would buy me shoes and clothes. But the thing about that, when I would leave her house, she wouldn't let me take it down to my grandmama's house. She the one would put me out. And I just didn't get it. And so I'm already going through pretty hell with my mama. Now my mama don't put my teachers and stuff in it. So every day I go to school, they looking at me different, telling me to go home. I shouldn't do my mama like that, this and that. So I had that hard over there, being in special ed class, and then some kind of way the check got cut out and she got to cut back home. When she told the teacher all that, the teacher helped her got to cut on. And the teacher just was being very ugly and nasty to me. And they had no business talking to me like that. I'm going to stop it right there.